Here's your P1 pick of the day from the Rise Guys Morning Show.
Hey guys, hey man, what's happening?
How are y'all?
We're great. How are you?
Stupendous.
Well, first of all, I know this is going to be weird talking to two people, which I imagine you're probably not even in the same place right now, right?
Well, we're at home. We're in bunk beds.
Okay.
Okay, good. Who's on top?
Yeah, really. Yeah, who's on top? I would say it would have to be Murr since he's smaller.
We actually are both on the bottom bunk. We're afraid of the top one.
Oh, so you're both bottoms. Interesting. All right, so either one of you can answer this. I think, Joe, I told you last time you guys were on, I think you guys are modern-day Three Stooges. I think it's just, you can see it in everything you do. Who is the hardest Joker to work with? And be serious. Somebody who balks at the most ideas or doesn't want to do this or doesn't want to do that. Who takes himself too seriously there in the troupe?
I wouldn't say too seriously, but I would say that Sal is tough to work with because out of all of us, he overthinks everything. It literally takes him 45 minutes to order at lunch. Like, he really just goes through every option and permutation. His mind is like it's kind of like a jigsaw puzzle.
Right. And he's a big germaphobe, too, right?
Yeah, he's the only person in the world that has a list of 7 things he hates the most, including germs, bugs, strong wind, the common cold, traffic, pointy objects, and general filth and cats.
Oh, that's great.
Yep.
That's great. What about this then? So would you say that Sal has the biggest ego on the show? Because what I'm trying to get to
No,
here,
the biggest ego is definitely me, I would say, for sure.
Who said that, Murr?
Yeah, that's Murr. For all my confidence is just, I'm the counterbalance to Sal's lack of confidence. You know, I think I can do anything.
So he
can't do anything.
And then Murr, you're overconfident.
I'm overconfident, and it usually backfires. Yeah.
Is the overconfidence the reason that you seem to be so comfortable being nude in any situation? Because it's always you, man. You're always naked, it seems like, when I'm watching the show.
Well, no, he's Murr is just the least fat. Yeah, that's why he's the naked one. It's about ratings, boys, so we always make the least fat go naked. I would probably be the most confident in my body because I walk around like I shouldn't be confident. Like, I don't know what a mirror looks like.
Right. You pooch that belly out. God almighty, that's the funniest thing ever, man. And when them eyes are all, you got them eyes wide open and you're like looking around the corner at somebody. I freaking die every time that happens.
Yeah, my body's a punchline.
Right. We've got Joe and we got Murr from Impractical Jokers. Definitely one of my favorite shows on TV. You got the season premiere on TruTv on Thursday night. So if we're talking about ego, then that means then Murr is basically the John Lennon of the group. You were the guy who probably down deep thinks that you could go and do your own thing, have a solo project, right? Am I right with that? Somebody there is thinking they could go.
Let's not. No, I think what makes the show work is that the 4 of us are best friends. We are equal partners in everything. We are democracy with all decisions. We created the show together. So, yes, I'll eventually have solo projects. Yes, is what I'm getting at.
Yes, but Q is Ringo.
You can stay tuned for Murr's failed solo project coming.
It can't end any worse than Lennon's.
Oh, that's true. That's a great point. Now, let me ask you this, boys. One thing that in the world of comedy that is coming up on and on and on again is the stealing of jokes, the stealing of bits. Amy Schumer went through this crap a while back, and all these folks that probably they're just a little jealous of where she is in her success level right now. I had a bit idea. And I had this bit idea a couple years ago. I said the idea, and then as I'm pitching it to Fat Boy, he says, Joker's already did it. So let me tell you the idea, and you tell me if it's too close to do. I would rather go straight to the horse's mouth than to do it and then be told otherwise it was a stolen idea. Okay? Okay, so you guys did a bit where you go out to people, and you're at a winery, and you were having people taste wine, and then when they squish it around in their mouth and they spit it into a glass, and then Murr had to drink it. We do a bit called spit or swallow, where you spin a wheel and you take a shot of something gross. You spin the wheel, it lands on spit or swallow. You either get to spit it back out or swallow it. I was going to do the same thing with wine. Okay, so it's kind of
I think it's totally fine. As the creator of the idea, I think it's totally fine.
Okay.
You know, we'll share comedy. Come on.
Okay, well,
You have
I was
the
just,
blessing.
look, I wanted to get your blessing before I go out and a bunch of people are hashtagging.
You got Murr's. You didn't get Joe's.
Well, Joe, do I
No,
have
well,
your
I don't think
permission?
you should do it. I think it's gross, but go ahead if you want to.
Oh, that's great. We're talking with Joe and Murr from Impractical Jokers, the season premiere Thursday night on TruTv. By the way, one of the funniest bits, I don't know if it was this current season or, well, last season, I suppose, when you guys were at the New Jersey Devils game and you guys were just getting dressed in the dressing room, the locker room. Holy crap, when y'all started fighting. I mean, you guys just have a rapport and a chemistry that you don't even have to say a word. It was like a Buster Keaton moment. It was so good. Just pure, unadulterated comedy in almost a vaudevillian way, but with a modern twist. I mean, it's just superb. Really, really good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. That was fun because I was able to punch my friends and they couldn't get hurt, so I got a lot of aggression.
It was great. It was great. Now, are we going to get you guys back into this area? We saw you a while back up in Charlotte. You're going to do the tour again around these parts?
Joe, what's our tour schedule?
Look,
I don't know.
Let's check my day planner,
I go where
Murr.
Joe tells me to go. I go where Joe tells me. But yeah, we love to come back. We
I think that we will be back down in those parts when we release our next tour schedule, which will be released soon, actually.
Sure. I can look it up.
Or when we're doing the next version of our live touring.
I'll definitely look it up because you guys are great, and when you see them live, they do obviously the stand-up routine. A lot of improv, but they also show you videos and bits that TruTv wouldn't give them the clearance to do, and it's usually very vulgar and awesome.
Oh, that is great. It's something I'm very curious about. I missed the live show. I'll apologize for it. But what's one of your favorite things you haven't been allowed to do because it was too dangerous? Somebody was going to get hurt or like, legitimately get their ass kicked or something?
Well, we've always wanted to do a challenge on the show, a punishment rather, where the losing joker has to go to a wedding, and at the point in the ceremony where the priest says, if you have anybody has any concerns or if they should get married, please speak now or forever hold your peace. We want the loser to stand up, object to the wedding, go into detail why he objects, then realize he's at the wrong wedding, apologize, and leave.
Beautiful. God, that's great.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. So you didn't get, is that something that could still happen or nobody wanted to do it?
We put our own filter on things where it's like some things we just come across like too much of a jerk. Like you're ruining someone's day for real.
Right.
And it's really not worth the joke, I don't think.
No, gotcha.
That's not going to top Mary and Sal's sister anyway. That was great.
Mary and Sal's sister was awesome.
Yeah.
It was awesome. Well,
Yeah,
listen.
she's a hot piece of work there.
Yes, she is. How many people did
I was
Howie...
going to say a hot piece of whatever, but
No, you can say ass. It's cool. How many people did Howie Mandel cuss out after those technical difficulties on the live tightrope show?
you guys are asking good questions here. This is great.
Dude, he looked so pissed, but at the same time, it's like, what can you do? It's live television.
No, he was good. He actually handled a lot because like a lot of people showed up to that event, and I think that was really overwhelming for everyone. Like because it happened down the South Street Seaport in New York City, which basically shuts down after like 5 p.m. because all the businesses closed. There's not really much going on down there. So anybody that was down in that area was there for us, and it was just an amazing turnout of fans that came down to have some fun.
Yeah. Well, listen. We're big fans. I know you guys are going to go run and do some more interviews, but seriously, when you're coming back to this area, we'd love to have you back on and much continued success because the story's great. You're not a group that was put together by a production company. You're real friends, and you just do such a good natural chemistry of comedy. It's really, really good stuff.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. I
You guys
appreciate
are
that.
always awesome. So thank you so much for having us on.
All right, gentlemen. Have a good morning.
All right.
Yep, you too.
All right, you too.
Rise, guys. I just want to call up and say that your show is some kick ass. Keep up the good work.
Carolina's #1 morning show.
I don't know what I'd do without listening to y'all's show every day. I'd be bored as hell.
93.3 The Planet.